Right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Thanks to all the new subscribers as well. I'm sure you're only here from the onions, but I do grow other things as well. And in this one, I just thought I'd share something that I'm doing because what's a weed, what's a seed? All right, because I'm new to all this, and I'm experimenting with green manures at the moment in these beds along here, and because I hadn't grown these things before, I thought, how am I going to know what they look like in the beds so I can weed them easily? So what I come up with, I'm sure this isn't new, I'm sure other people do it, is for each thing I planted them at the same time in just little 9 centimeter pots, and with just some vermiculite on top. And that way I figured whatever grows in these is going to be what I've planted. So I can see what it looks like, and I can weed out anything else. You might think, well, that's bloody obvious, Pete. It'll just come up but I mean, this is for beginners. This is what beginners stress about. What does it look like? How long does it take to come up? All these things. So what I did, like I say, just put the seed in a 9 centimeter pot, covered it with vermiculite, give it a water, and so then I could see what comes up. We've got there again, as it turns out, I didn't really need to worry about mustard. That came up so quick, it was completely bloody obvious. The white clover, there again, it was late in the season, so I didn't know if it would come up or what I was looking for. That's come up lovely, but we have had some unseasonably warm weather, even for Cornwall. And lastly, this is green manure winter mix, which is grazing rye and winter tares. Now, I didn't have a clue what winter tares are, but they're sort of a legumey thing that will help fix the nitrogen in the ground. So all good stuff that will hopefully improve my beds. And there again, now I know what that looks like, so I can weed around it. Now, another little thing that just happened to be useful is I had these just in the middle bed here, just sat on top of the soil. And when I came in one night, I'd noticed that Mickey, old Mickey Mouse, had been in there at the lot, absolutely annihilated them. That's why there's nothing growing in there. So that sort of gave me a clue that Mickey might be interested in my bed. And indeed he was. In a minute, we're going to have a look and see what I'm doing to try and combat Mickey. So that's what I did. Individual pots to make it easy for me to see what was what. All right. I'm sure other people do it, but I thought I'd just share it because somebody might find it useful or helpful. I don't know. And these are the field beans. I did sow these in some pots just to fill in any gaps I had. But I'm doing a combination of field beans, winter mix, white clover, mustard, and a combination of the two. So I've got what farmers call undersowing, where you've got one crop that grows higher, one crop lower. Happy days. So great ground cover. So that's that. That's just that little idea. And we're going to have a look at what Mickey done and what I'm doing to combat Mickey. Right, so first off, I thought, okay, I know Mickey's probably going to have a go at these. So what I did was covered it with a net and just stapled it down. But unfortunately, Mickey likes net. And Mickey had munched his way through there. In a couple of places, gone under the net. And what he did, if I just move across here, is selectively took out all the tares of grazing rye, whichever one those seeds are and just pulled them out. So what I've done to try and combat him, I got hold of a couple of these live catch mouse traps, which no doubt won't work and he'll get in there and completely ignore these. But I've baited them with some of the seed, and hopefully we can live catch him and send him off on his holidays somewhere nice. So that's what I've done for Mickey. I need to catch him soon because I didn't really think this through, and the winter mix is starting to poke its head, I don't know if you can see that, through the net. So I'm gonna have to take this off soon. So yeah, let's hope we catch Mickey in a day or two. All right, we just have a look at what's going on here. We've got this is the white clover, and just there is one of the field beans coming up, because I've put the field beans planted deeply and then the white clover on top. And then in the next bed, we've just got the field beans. Now, one little issue I've had with these is because they're in the tunnel and there hasn't been much wind, and I'm only ventilating by opening the doors, I haven't got the side screen going up at the moment, is there hasn't been much wind to strengthen them. And if you can see there, a couple of them have fallen over from where I've watered them. So they're not that strong, but I'm not that fussed. They'll be all right. And at the top is the final lot. Now this has worked, well, I think it's worked really well. This is the mustard, and there again we've got the field beans undersown, so they'll grow taller. The mustard will be the cover crop underneath, which will suppress all the weeds. And this has been my favorite combination so far, because it grows so quickly and yeah, smothers the weed, will fix the nitrogen, and hopefully, you know, improve these beds, which will be tomatoes in the spring. This stuff you just cut down, leave all the roots in, and happy days. So that's the 4 beds that I've got going on, and the 4 different combinations of green manure. So if you want to see how these get on, you could consider subscribing and come back and see me. We'll see how they get on. Right, that's it on a beautiful evening. Thanks for watching. Cheers and gone.